How do we stay motivated in the new year? Many of us had hopes and expectations that as we are entering a new year, things will change and life will look different. And especially since we're living through a pandemic, and it's challenging and it's difficult to just be home and to not do what we love to do, and and be outside, meet family and friends, spending the holidays with friends and family. So yes, I also felt as January was progressing that life is actually it's a little difficult now. It feels like bicycling on that long flat road with a headwind, and you keep on pedaling, but it feels like you're not really getting anywhere. So what can we do to help us stay motivated and to help us move forward and to not give up? Here's 5 things. Share with someone how you're feeling. Don't just keep it to yourself. Talk to a friend, a family member. Talk about how you're feeling. And when you're picking someone to talk to, try to think about someone who you know that will actually listen to you and who can show empathy. And the purpose here is to share and to get those feelings out and off your chest, and then to help you move forward and look for new opportunities and look for ways to find motivation and to stay positive, even if it doesn't feel that way that moment. It's what you will notice is that when you share how you're feeling, it feels like taking off that heavy backpack. At least that's how it's felt for me, and it's been really helpful. Secondly, keep a short-term perspective on life. Don't think 3 months, 6 months, 12 months in the future. That can feel really daunting and challenging. Instead, live today, live now. Focus on today, focus on this week. It's a little bit like painting. You have that white canvas, and perhaps you have a vision. What is it that you want to paint? But you have to start somewhere. Perhaps you start by painting a blue background, and then you slowly start filling in details, whatever it is that you're creating. And that's how life is too. We have an overall background, our life, but we have to fill in the details. And those details are our everyday life, what we do every moment. Keep a routine. That's the third one. Keeping to a routine can be really helpful in just moving forward. And especially those days that feel challenging, when it's even challenging to get out of bed. There's certain safety in a routine. However, don't be too rigid. Following the same rigid routine every day can also hold us back and we stagnate. So remember to have some time to build in, or to just be open for that surprise, for something you hadn't expected, for something new in your life, even during a pandemic. Remember to exercise. I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not super fit myself. You don't have to be that. I'm not saying that you should start training for a marathon. What I'm saying is building in time for some exercise really helps with our mental health, our strength, our focus, our productivity at work. So it could be just a few minutes, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon. Step away from your computer, go for a walk. If you like to really run and do cardio, do that. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's some weights, stretching. But try to find time every day to do something. I do exercise every day. I'm not super fit. However, it really helps me manage my stress, frustrations when I kind of have perhaps a headache after a frustrating day. And it really helps me sleep better too. Adds a lot of joy actually into my life, even if it's often is difficult to get up on that exercise bike. And then finally, focus on finding fun in your life. We are allowed to, and we have the right to have fun and to smile and to laugh, even if we're in the middle of a pandemic and even if life feels challenging. So, but think about perhaps simple ways you can do it. I know we can't go to sports games or concerts right now that we love to do, but perhaps there are simpler ways to do it. Just spending time talking to a friend, perhaps reading a good book, watching a movie, perhaps play a friendly trick on a friend. Just look for ways to find that silver lining. And that will also help us. But finally, we are allowed to. It's allowed to having a crappy day too. We don't have to force ourselves to laugh and be joyful if we feel bad and if we have. So that's something also that I want to remind us. I'm not saying that we have to smile and we have to be happy every day. Some days are really, really bad. But just don't keep it to yourself for too long, and find ways to find support and to support others. And having said that, I want to share with you a Finnish concept. I am Finnish after all, grew up in Finland. In Finland, we have something called Sisu. Sisu means kind of extreme determination to not give up, even if the odds are stacked against you. It's really extreme resiliency. And I'm not advising you to just fight and push until exhaustion. No. Take care of yourself. But what I'm suggesting is to look for that inner strength that I know that you have and that we all have. And support each other. Do it together. Help each other through those challenging projects, challenging days together. Because resiliency needs company to thrive. Take good care. Have a good rest of the day and rest of the week. My name is Katarina Holm-DiDio, and I'm your leadership and executive coach.